right, today we're going to be sharing with you the pros and cons of Bay Lake Towers at Disney's Contemporary Resort.
Yeah, there's a lot of great things about this resort, and there are some things that, well, we found that may not be so great for some people. I'm Brad.
I'm Kim.
And we're 626 Ohana, California. So let's go ahead and get started. Should we start with our pros or the cons?
I think we should... Let's start with the pros.
Okay.
I like to start out on a good foot.
Okay. One of the major pros of this is its proximity to Magic Kingdom.
So it's the end of the night. The boats, the monorail, the buses are backed up. You can walk.
No, they're never that way.
You can walk straight over from Magic Kingdom. So that's kind of a nice benefit. But if you weren't wanting to walk, it is also... You're able to get there by boat or through the monorail loop. So you've got lots and lots of options. The nice thing is it's also on the boat resort loop on Bay Lake. So you could go over to Wilderness Lodge or over to Fort Wilderness and back around.
Yeah, that makes more dining options for you to have as well.
And entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go ahead and go to our second pro, which is the community hall.
So we love community halls. There's lots of crafts and games and things for families to do. Yeah. Great way to take a day away from the parks if you want to, like a rest day. Or if it gets rainy and you want to go back for a little bit, there's something nice to do. Mm-hmm. And, of course, if you make crafts, they're great souvenirs of your trip that you handmade.
Another great thing about Bay Lake Towers is you have your own check-in area.
So down in the lobby, they have their own check-in desk. If you go over to the Contemporary Resort, they're going to send you back over to Bay Lake Tower when you're checking in.
Don't know who made that mistake. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we obviously made that mistake. But I love the lobby. We were there for the holidays. They had trees up and decorations, and it was just lovely.
Yeah, it's really nice just to have that lobby that's dedicated for DVC members to be able to go to. And it's not as busy as we find it as the normal resort desk could be. So talking about...
And it's not a long walk.
So we talked about going to other resorts for restaurants. Well, they actually got some great restaurants at the Contemporary Resort.
So the nice thing about it is everything from quick service to signature dining. So that is amazing. So you got Chef Mickey's, which is a character dining meal, good food, and a fun time.
Mm-hmm. You got Steakhouse 71, which we're still a little depressed about. We're missing 55 here in California, but... They got 71 there, and I didn't get to try it last time, but if it's anything like 55 was, it's going to be excellent.
Then there's a Contempo Cafe. That's your quick service. I actually really like the menu there. I like the setup. It was easy in and out. Great quick service option. So that was kind of nice to have. And then, of course, you got the big one.
Which is California Grill, which is great because you get those beautiful views of Magic Kingdom, and especially during fireworks. You can go back up there even if you had dinner earlier and watch the fireworks from the patio.
You've got sweeping views of Bay Lake, and you can see the Poly, and you can see Grand Floridian, and of course Magic Kingdom. So it's good food, just more of a relaxing, nice way. Great place for special celebrations, things like that.
Going back to Bay Lake Towers itself, you have the Villain's Lair, which is also known as the Top of the World Lounge.
So they kind of rethemed it, which I love it. It is so much fun. And we really had a good time.
Yeah, they had great, it's like a tapas style type of food. It's relaxing. It's great view again. Actually, I kind of think I prefer the view from there over California Grill.
Yeah, I do too. And it's cheaper. Well, I guess in proximity, if you think about DVC Resort. Contracts, well, maybe not so much. But I really like the view up there. I love the Villain's Lair overlay that they've brought in. And it's just a nice place. We went after fireworks and just had a drink and just kind of relaxed and decompressed from the day. And it was really nice.
Yes, it was. So there's also some other type of entertainments there, which I wouldn't expect at Contemporary. We didn't get to do it, unfortunately, but they have a campfire pit.
I think most Disney resorts do have the campfire pit, but making s'mores, kind of enjoying, especially during colder nights or summers when you think about s'mores. It's just, I love that Disney has those options. They give you marshmallows, or you can buy a s'mores kit.
So, yeah, it's a nice option to have. Yes. And of course, like every Disney resort, they have movie on their stars.
Movies Under the Stars is great because it's nice to get outside. If there's a beautiful evening, enjoy a Disney movie. Kids can be kind of moving around, get that last minute energy out before bed if they do care to, or just kind of relax and enjoy some fresh Floridian air.
Mm-hmm. Talking about fresh Floridian air, well, do you like taking cruises?
Do you know me? You could actually leave for a specialty fireworks cruise from the dock out in front of Bay Lake Towers. I really like that option. It's a nice way to celebrate. Plus, if you're staying there, it's really easy. Mm-hmm. You could have had a nice dinner, I don't know, Steakhouse 71, and then decide to go on a fireworks cruise. It'd be a nice evening.
So also talking about being on the water, there's the electrical water pageant that kind of floats on by the resort.
Well, and if you're staying in Bay Lake Tower, they kind of have that patio off to the side where you have a wonderful view of the electrical water pageant and the firework view. It's where that bridge is that comes over from Contemporary Resort over to Bay Lake Tower. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of off to the side. It's beautiful, lots of space, great option for fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Now we get into the cons. Okay. And our first con is, well, the pools.
They're generic. They're boring.
They're nothing really exciting. They're there.
There's a little slide.
There you go.
But you've got to look at some of the other pool resorts. You've got Stormaway Bay at the Beach Club. You've got the lava pool over at the Polynesian. You've got things like that, and then you come over to the Bay Lake Tower Contemporary Resort.
And it's
all right. It's a
there.
pool.
Okay, so we were talking about watching the fireworks from the walkway. Oh, there is a huge downside to that walkway.
It's open to elements, so if it's raining, it would have to be a sideway. It is covered over the top, but both sides, as you walk by, are open to that element.
And we found during rain, the wind does blow, and
we're soaked.
Yeah, we were running down that area to get back from the main Contemporary lobby over to Bay Lake Tower.
So that area gets a little slippery when it's wet. So people are trying to go fast, and there was puddles and things like that.
I think my view was doing this with my hood for my rain jacket. That's why we're trying not to get wet. Another con to being at Bay Lake Tower is
really there's no soda refills. You got to go over to Bay Lake Tower. It'd be nice if they had the soda refill stations, because we like to get our resort refillable mugs during our trips. And just go down, if it's in the lobby or somewhere a little bit closer, that would be nice.
Mm-hmm. Another negative is that you can in the lobby of Bay Lake Towers, and you can get really turned around easily if you're not paying attention. We did it a couple times.
And even up on the floor, you can go the wrong way. It all just seems very uniform and symmetrical. There's really not like a detail to be like, okay, go here. Or if you were trying to get back to the elevators, it was too symmetrical. So it was a little hard to navigate.
And
at
what
first.
that's saying is going up to the Villain's Lair area is that you have to be in a certain elevator bank area, or you're going the wrong way. So it's tricky, but once you get used to it, it's okay. But it's something to be aware of.
So overall, I think our pros really outweigh our cons in this list.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun resort. There's a lot going for it, but of course, some of those cons they're minor, but I think the biggest for me is the pools.
Yeah, I think you're right that the pools are great then when they have the theme. That's just a lot more exciting and fun.
Disney, we like some imagination and creativity.
Yeah. So with that, will we go back to Bay Lake Towers? Yeah, we really enjoyed our time at Bay Lake Tower. We love, and I think the biggest pro of this list is the Villain's Lair for me.
Oh, okay. I actually kind of have like a top 3. I really can't. I like this in the monorail and the boat loop, and you can walk from Magic Kingdom. That is a huge benefit at a resort. Second of all, I really, really, really like. There's so many restaurants. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great options. Something to fit everybody's palate, and also I do love the Villain's Lair. That was amazing.
Yeah, and it's just a great benefit having been a DVC member to be able to go use that.
You don't have to be staying at the Contemporary or Bay Lake Towers. You could, it's a DVC resort. Let's make that clear. You have to be a direct member, and there's all these restrictions. So if you do have that direct membership, meet those qualifications, Villain's Lair is available even if you're staying at another JVC resort. But honestly, it's so unique and cool. We love it.
So with that, I think we've covered it. And so I think it's time for us to say goodbye and
find your magic. Bye, everyone.
Morning, you never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.